Hey guys, it's Katie. I know it's been a while since I posted a video because I'm flaky. Sorry about that. I know that I was going to post an altar video and I just kind of redid it today, so I wanted to show you guys. Forgive my mess of hair. And yeah, this is the first time I'm ever actually recording on my phone. So I'm sorry if there's like any weird sound issues or anything like that. Yeah, so without further ado, I'm going to show you my altar, which is back there. Okay guys, so this is my current altar. I have this shelf thing that I actually got. It was abandoned at one of the houses we lived at, and it was in the backyard, kind of like a thing you're supposed to put like plants on or something. And my friends took it and spray painted it for me and surprised me when they redid my room, and I've kept it ever since because it's great for an altar in a small space because it's got these 3 shelves, 4 if you count that one at the bottom there, and I can stagger it, and it's really great for such a small apartment because I have a really small room. Yeah, I'm recording this on my phone like I mentioned, so sorry if my hand is very unsteady. So I guess we'll start at the top here. The top, I have a little spell work going on here, and I'll explain that in a second. Then I got some crystals going on. The middle row here, I just have some other stuff. This is where I keep my totems. So totem animals, spirit animals, whatever you guys like to call them. I have a few. First is a sea turtle, an owl. This actually was a brooch that belonged to my great-grandmother. I believe that's jade in there. Yeah, and then elk. Elk are very underrepresented in just anything. It's really hard to find them, but I found this pendant, and I use it for my elk totem. And then dragonfly also is one of my totems, and I actually have some dragonfly wings in this bottle, if you can see them. All found and harvested, cruelty-free. Yeah, so here's a piece of amethyst. I have my pendulums sitting in. There's my chakra pendulum and this quartz point pendulum. And then back here I have, this is kind of a candle holder dish thing that we found at Goodwill. And I just kind of keep stuff in it when I'm working on. Right now this is charging some cleansing salt, which is rock salt mixed with a bunch of herbs that I generally put in my products that I sell, or that's what I cleanse them with before I send them out. This back here is just holding my wand. My wand is just this piece of wood that I found a long time ago when I first started my path. Like within the first month of starting my path, I found this branch, and I was just kind of, we were sitting around the fire pit, and the whole time I just had it in my hands and I didn't want to put it down. I don't know what kind of wood it is, but I stripped the bark of it and kind of sanded it to make it smooth. And then in here, this is a little cloth container that belonged to my great-grandmother. And inside, I just keep things that are really important to me. Let's see, this first one here. This is a clay pendant that my friend Heather made me. It's all opaly and stuff. Come on, focus. There we go. With the star on it. And then this is a piece of wood. Wooden cross that my great-grandpa made for me, or not my great-grandpa, my grandpa made for me. Yeah, he worked for Teen Challenge, which is a charity that helps people after they've been in prison. He does a lot of great work for them. This is a necklace. It's very important to me. Recently, I don't know if you can see that. See, I don't know how many people watch Supernatural, but that is a symbol in Supernatural. It usually has a flames around it. It's supposed to be protection from demons. But my friend and I loved the show, and for Christmas I got him this necklace set that they had at Hot Topic. One said jerk and the other one said bitch. And I called him jerk and he called me bitch. So they were like best friend necklaces, and I gave him the jerk one and I had the bitch one. And so this did have the word bitch behind it as well in a different medallion that was attached. He recently, or about a year ago actually now, passed away. And I did a little farewell spell bottle for him, and so the bitch part of that necklace I took off and I put in that spell jar. but I kept this. Yeah, so on also in here, this is a plum pit, which it's really hard to see because my camera won't focus. There we go, plum pit. They're really good for protection and prosperity, and I just kept it in here. And this was just a really neat rock I found one day, and I liked it, and I didn't ever want to put it on, so that's in there. Alrighty, so now we're going to tier number 3. This is pretty much my workspace when I do spells. You can see my correspondences for the elements here, and here's my working candle, which I'm going to do a video, or I hope I can do a video showing how I made this, but my life is really busy and I don't want to make any promises, obviously, because I haven't posted anything in 5 months because I'm a responsible adult. But yeah, so there's my chalice back there, and my incense holder. My friends Christy and Dan got me this for Christmas one year, and I love it, and I use it all the time. It's got real crystals in it. There's quartz and amethyst and citrine and hematite up there, and it's got some jasmine incense burning right now. My correspondences are not what people would consider the right order, but they're always the order that has felt right to me. So for north here we have air, and I have a little ocarina, or ocarina, however you pronounce it, necklace. It actually works. Musical instrument I have representing air because it's basically a whistle. And then here I have, one day I was at work, I'm a cashier at the craft store Michael's, and a customer gave this to me after their transaction. They were just like, here, have a rock I painted, and it was beautiful and I loved it. So that's my earth in the east here. And then here for south I have water, and this is just green pretty shell I found, and west I have fire, and I know it doesn't really make much sense. This is just a regular matchbook from a gas station chain in Phoenix, where I'm from. I actually live in Denver now, but or I'm from Tennessee, but I lived in Phoenix for a very long time to consider it part of a home place. And it's very hot there, and I actually use these matches for fire in most of my spells. This is I don't really know what this plant is, but I found it at work one day, and I brought it home, and I liked it, so I just have, that's been on my altar for a while. And here's a piece of labradorite back here. This is my favorite crystal. It's the most magical crystal in my opinion, and I use it all the time. It's my absolute favorite. And here is a feather that I found from a mockingbird. Just kind of a representation of home for me, because mockingbirds are the state bird of Tennessee, and that's where I'm from. These are awesome little salt dough ornaments that have been painted. They are made by my friend Jody's daughter Rissa. She's adorable. She actually sells these, and I love them so much. I think I got them around Beltane. I don't remember what holiday we were celebrating around then, because I'm very bad at keeping track of the holidays. But I have them up ever since because I just love them, and they're so happy. And down here, I just kind of keep extra tools. This teapot is cast iron, and I got this at Goodwill for $6. But this is actually a very good quality, expensive teapot that they sell at Teavana. I don't know if you've ever heard of that chain, but they're really expensive, and I got really lucky to find this at Goodwill. And I actually use it for a cauldron because it is very fireproof and cast iron. Here are my tarot cards. I use the Wild Unknown Tarot. It's by far my favorite tarot deck. I also have Shadowscapes under here. I don't use that as often. And this is my book Shadows. Other than this channel, that's kind of the notebook that I scribble things down in. Here's a mortar. Pestle is currently missing because, as I mentioned before, I'm a responsible adult. I'm pretty sure it's over with my herbs because I was making incense the other day. These back here are jars that my friend Jody painted. This is for water, and then the orange one down there is for fire. She painted them for me, and I use them in my workings, like if I need a container for water or a container for my element of fire to burn something, I'll break those out and use those. And these are just extra lighters. Here's an owl that my friend Andrew gave me, made out of seashells. My great-grandma, who I was very close to, I mentioned her a few times, she had one exactly like this when I was growing up. So when he had that in his room a long time ago, and he was going to get rid of it, and I was like, I want it. This is a robin that I found. I think it makes noise and stuff. It probably needs new batteries. But another thing that connects me to her was a robin. She was a poet, and she wrote a poem about robins and me when I was little. Now this thing is quite interesting. This is one of those solar powered light up garden decoration things I got at Big Lots like forever ago, and it stopped working a long time ago, but it's the perfect size to store my incense. So I keep all my incense in here, an extra incense holder and stuff. But yeah, I love that because it's also easy to carry around and stuff, and it's pretty, so it matches my altar and decor and everything. So I guess we'll get back up. Oh, and I also have these God's Eye that I made a long time ago, and this is my favorite thing that I've ever bought, probably, at Michael's for $4.99. They actually have them right now since it's Halloween season. It's one of my favorite things. And oh, I almost forgot these because they're kind of hidden. I have these magnets, and I will, and on this side is I won't. I use those for my daily affirmations. I just kind of pick them up and hold them, but since this thing is made out of metal, they just kind of stick right there. That's great. Alrighty, oh yeah, up here. The spell work I have going on here is sort of a love relationship spell to reinforce everything that's going to be happening in my life soon. I'm actually getting married next month. I'm so excited about it. And yeah, so this is what this is for. So I have the rose candle. This actually is scented like roses. I actually got a lot of these on sale for like 29 cents last Christmas at Michael's, so that's a great deal. Be on the lookout for those. That's when I stock up on candles for sure. And this little guy up here was made for me by my friend Kelly on Facebook. I will link her awesome shop below. I'll also link Jody's and Rissa's, the people who made me the ornaments in the jars. These ornaments here, where'd they go? Yeah. So you can look at all their awesome stuff. So this is a little Cyclops guy, and the reason he represents my fiance is because my fiance, whom I love and he's adorable, also is a Cyclops. He has one eye, the other eye is glass. He was born blind, and that was his other eye was recently removed in his adult life, so I call him my little Cyclops. So this is him. This little gold thing up here, if I can get it off without everything falling apart. No. Okay, I can't get it off. It's a little golden twist tie. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah. Oh, part of his horn came off. I'll have to glue that back. But yeah, there's a little golden twist tie, which is what my fiance actually originally proposed to me with, because it was a very spur of the moment thing, and I kept it, and I'm going to keep it forever. And he bought me this bracelet with K on it, because my name's Katie, and it's got all these cool crystals in it. So yeah, so I've had this candle going for a while now, and this is just kind of to, you know, bring happiness and stuff into our marriage and everything like that, and I'm very excited about it. These particular crystals I picked for happiness, abundance, and prosperity is the calcite. This is citrine, this is green calcite, and this is smoky quartz, which is wisdom and protection, and then another piece of labradorite, which is just magic and power and stuff. So, and then I have this rock that I found hiking when my mom and my grandma and my aunt came to visit me in Phoenix. I found that when I was hiking with them. So I just have always loved it, and it's really flat, so it's good for a lot of stuff, especially a candle like this where I don't really have a holder that goes well with it. So, because I'm pretty sure those are supposed to be floating candles, but I don't care. I do what I want. This little blue thing here is another candle holder that's just upside down, so I can kind of give my altar more height and depth and stuff. And then this is just a pretty scarf I found because I don't have any altar cloths or anything like that, and I just wanted it to be pretty. So that's my altar. I hope you guys enjoy. I do have another bit of spell work going on that I'll show you over here. This is my bedside table. The candle's just a candle because I like candles. This is where I keep all my jewelry. And this is a great place to store jewelry if you have one of these trees. It's like a tree of life made of wire, and this is green agate. And so I blessed it, and my aunt actually got me this for my birthday. I blessed it, and green represents good luck and prosperity and confidence. So I have all my jewelry pieces kind of in here charging, and even some lip balms. And I don't know why that's in there, but yeah, so all my jewelry pieces, and this is my little cat jewelry. And when I wear them, I kind of remember where they've been sitting, and it kind of instills confidence in me, which I equate that to good luck, because everybody makes their own luck, in my opinion. Yeah, so that's just kind of a little ongoing spell work that I have all the time. This is a unicorn horn necklace that my friend Suggs makes. She has an awesome business called Sugar Coated Chaos. I'll link her down below as well. Yeah, so that's what I got going on right now. I also have, I don't know if you can see, because I can't change the camera while I'm actually recording. I would have to stop it and start like I did at the beginning. So this I've been wearing is a piece of amethyst. I recently watched one of Lady Gravedancer's videos. She's a pretty popular person here on YouTube in the witchy community. She did a great video on her amethyst oil and a lot of reasons and stuff you could use it for, and watching that I realized that my crown chakra and my third eye chakras have been really off lately with blocks of creativity blocks and laziness and forgetfulness and just things like that. So until I had a chance to make her awesome amethyst oil, because I haven't had a chance to do that yet, I've been wearing this piece around my neck. So that's the little bit of spell work I have going on. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope I can get another one up soon. If you have any questions about anything that you saw, feel free to leave it down below. Yeah, so thanks for sticking with me, and blessed be if you'd like to be. Bye.